Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. I'm really excited today. I know I say that a lot, but today I want to talk about a topic that's been on my mind quite a bit, which is mental discipline and really mastering mental discipline. I listened to some great content just today, and it got me thinking I really do need to address this topic with you. Before I do, I really want to point out, if you have not already, subscribe to the show. Make sure that you have access to this. We're going to be starting a short list in the near future here for text messaging so that we can give you some alerts when new episodes drop, which are daily, but sometimes at different times of the day. And we'll be able to give you a whole bunch of other things. We'll be giving away some great stuff. In fact, before I even go any further, one of the things I was going to mention, people ask me all the time about this logo that I wear that's on my hat or sometimes on my shirts, and it's the Phoenix logo. And that's my logo. I've trademarked it worldwide. But that Phoenix logo, even though you don't know this, it really represents some crazy personal discipline type things to myself, because the idea of the Phoenix, which is a ancient mythical bird that lives forever, it goes through those cycles where it will go to the end of its life and it will make a nest and it'll burn itself up in flames, and it'll come out renewed and it'll come out new. And sometimes we all go through those types of cycles in our life where we feel like we're just a dumpster fire waiting to be reborn. And so the symbolism around the Phoenix is why I have that. It's the symbol that's going to be used in our Join the Evolution new community, where it leads to the academy and mentoring and masterminding and things like that. But that is a topic I've been asked quite a few times. So that's just a little bit of detail and facts for you. But I encourage you to go over, for the sake of time, I'm not going to do the quote of the day today, but I encourage you to go over to the Instagram and Facebook or TikTok channels and check that out. Today, let's talk about mastering your mind and the science and kind of the techniques, some of the daily rituals that I do. But the thing that I really want to point out before we get started is, in this fast-paced world of business, it's super easy to feel overwhelmed. It's easy to feel stressed out. And with, a million responsibilities and things that you have, it's easy to become distracted and lose focus. But as a CEO, a business owner, or an entrepreneur, or even a high achiever, mental discipline is critical for your success. And in life, I'm here to tell you, mental discipline is that thing that's going to help you bring fulfillment in every area of your life. But mental discipline is going to be the ability you have to focus and clear your mind, despite any kind of overwhelming distractions or stressors. It's the ability for you to execute on your goals, and it's the difference maker from successful and unsuccessful people. It helps you to act in spite of your mood, your emotions, your distractions, or anything around you. So let's talk today about why I think it's so important. The importance of mental discipline is something that is very, very underutilized, because I think there's a big difference between personal development and mental discipline. I got into the personal development space pretty young. My dad gave me a copy of Think and Grow Rich, and ever since then I've been kind of into that vein of personal development. And your thoughts create your life, and the 12 prosperity pillars, and that type of thing. But there's a point after you start to become aware of your personal growth that you've got to learn that there's a space between the development and action, which is mental discipline. Mental discipline is going to help you to clear your head, make good decisions, stay motivated, but it's really going to help you to act in spite of your mood. It's going to help you to avoid burnout, and it'll help you stay healthy and maintain, good balance, because you'll learn to put disciplined behaviors and actions into your life. So let's talk a little bit about ways that you can increase your mental discipline. There are some obvious ways and some not so obvious ways. The obvious ways are meditation, mindfulness, visualization. Let's talk about this. What mental discipline is it's really your ability to train your mind to become a tool for you. Meditation is something that's involved with just kind of sitting there and focusing and clearing your mind. And visualization I talk about all the time. Mindfulness is the ability for you to stay present in the present moment. Observe your thoughts, your emotions. Be aware of what it is that you're doing in your life. And and like I said, visualization I talked about just yesterday, because it's the technique to clearly create this vision of where you want to go, and it helps to inspire and motivate you. But ultimately, the goal is to train your mind. And so the things you need to do, in my opinion, are things that are the most uncomfortable for you to do. because that is the thing that's going to help you to create that disciplined muscle. That mental discipline is a muscle that you've got to train. You're not born with it. It's a skill that you learn to develop. And there's a lot of science behind it, of course. There's obviously a ton of scientific evidence around the different daily rituals I've talked about, like meditation. It improves your focus and reduces stress and increases your cognitive function. Mindfulness has helped to, reduce your anxiety and depression. When you can come into the moment and not be thinking about the past or the future, it helps you to control your emotions and make decisions. And visualization is something that is used by, I can't even tell you how many athletes, to increase their performance or improve their stamina. But like I said, mental discipline, the real benefits of it is overall life satisfaction. If you're struggling in your life, if you're not satisfied, if you're feeling like you go through cycles, I'm telling you right now, it's probably your mental discipline. Your relationships, your fulfillment level, your passion, everything, your purpose in life will all get better. And most importantly, when you increase your mental discipline, your confidence, self-esteem will increase and your self-doubt will decrease. And that's huge for entrepreneurs and CEOs. But you've got to be able to create a plan. It's like anything else. You have to go into it with a plan. So how do you go about starting to create a plan for mental discipline? Well, you start by identifying your goals and what are the key areas that you struggle with in, let's say, focus and clarity. Then you need to choose techniques that resonate with you, that work for you. We talk about all these daily rituals like meditation, mindfulness, journaling, visualization, all of those things. It's not about checking boxes. It's about doing the thing that you struggle with so that you can train your mind to do what you want it to do. And so it really is about that commitment and consistency to pushing yourself. And it is about zero variance. So many of us, we think, we'll do some daily rituals and then we skip a day or we start on Monday. And what you have to realize is that you've got to be consistent. And by the way, never give up. Developing mental discipline, it takes time, it takes practice. It is a skill. It's something I've learned to really focus on from like Andy Frisella. He created the 75 Hard program. And many of you are way overthinking mental discipline. The 75 Hard program is 2 workouts a day, one inside, one outside. It's reading 10 pages of a personal growth book. It's a strict diet. It's a progress pick. And it's, I can't remember what the other one is, but 75 Hard is a way to, very simple, right? But it's to create discipline. And it's had billions of hits and followers on it, on the hashtag. 75 Hard is just an example of mental discipline. And when you stop thinking that it's all about your physical fitness or your thoughts control your life or going to seminars, and you realize that the power is in you with mental discipline, that's when you're going to start to change. When you realize that the mental discipline is that little piece between your personal growth, let me just say this. Maybe you've been doing personal development for a super long time like I have. Maybe you've been in business for a super long time and you just can't figure out why this personal development and business mastery doesn't connect. It's because of mental discipline. It's because of mental discipline. It's a critical skill for any CEO, business owner, and entrepreneur looking to achieve success. It's a skill, not a talent. It's something that you build and develop. You're not born with it. Joe Rogan likes to say that he's the laziest disciplined person he knows. Think about that. The laziest disciplined person he knows. It's not about sheer will and motivation. It's about training your mind to do what you need to do. So you do that with daily rituals. Reading, journaling, meditation, mindfulness, visualization. You can increase your focus, reduce your stress, and improve your decision-making abilities. And I'm telling you, when you start to master mental discipline, there will be so many things that come your way. There will be so many things that you attract into your life. The type of people you're around, the type of energy you'll put out. Mental discipline is the key. So move and pivot with me, would you, over the next little while? Pivot from just growing and learning and personal development to mental discipline. Because when you get that right, your health will get better. Your wealth will get better. Your mindset will get better. Your relationships will get better. Everything will come in line. That's the message I have for you today. Focus, focus, focus on mental discipline. And at the end of the day, I would really appreciate it if you would share this show. if you will share this episode, I think a lot of people will benefit from it. You'll help us to spread the message. It would mean the world to me, and I hope that you will learn some things today as well, and it'll inspire you to go to the next level. Have an amazing day. I'll look forward to talking with you tomorrow. We're going to talk a little bit about the 7-step formula for growing your business revenue, and I've got a lot of detail for you. So you're going to have to take some notes tomorrow, and I'll do what I can to put some amazing show notes in there for you and some resources as well. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Once again, George Wright III. I'm your host, and this has been the Daily Mastermind. Have a great day.